Yo, what's going on, my people? What's going on, my guys? What's up? What's up? Today we are gonna be reacting to a video of what GTA San Andreas. CJ. The protagonist. We're gonna see how his voice actor. You know, how his voice actor is doing, and how Rockstar abandoned him. Oh no. They really abandoned him, bro. That's bad. Terrible. Awful. Let's watch it and see, bro. Wait. Okay, first off, let's hang on, go back. Go back so I can like the video. And he did now. Thank you. Oh my god, I went back. Okay. Like the video. I liked it. Yeah, okay. Slow PC. It's okay. Probably because I got all those tabs open. Maybe I should close them. It's okay, guys. Eventually we'll get there, and then we can watch how
Young Maylay.
Oh, hi Maylay.
One of the best characters in the GTA franchise.
Well, I didn't even click anything, but it paused. So how is y'all days going? Oh,
that is until he got fired.
Pretty much your days.
Causing not only the downfall of CJ, but Maylay himself. But to understand how this happened, we must visit the very beginning of young Maylay's identity.
Crit. I officially with no games.
The East Coast Crips are the largest black gang located on the east side of Los Angeles, with 13 subsets operating in the surrounding neighborhoods. Some of these sets being the First Street East Coast Crips, 59, 62, 66, 68, 69, 76, 89, 97, Q102, 118, 190, and finally, the 6-pack Coast Block Crips. The First Street East Coast Crips to the Q102s are considered East Coast neighborhood Crips, and everything from the 11-8 to 1200 block falls under the East Coast Block Crips. Though you can hear Solo put it on for the neighborhood Crip card.
I was from a neighborhood around here called Neighborhood Crips.
Franklin!
Neighborhood Crips.
Founder Raymond Washington formed the Crips in 1969, with many people suggesting that the name came from the word Crips. And others saying that it came from a rumored gang called the Cripplers in the 1970s.
Cripplers?
But whatever the truth is, no one can deny that the East Side Crips are in fact the very first set to ever exist, later becoming what we know today as the East Coast Crips, in which many people believe that this name came from the coastline-like formation of their hood, or even the word East Coast just being another way of saying East Side. But to answer the question that's on everyone's mind, what gang does young Maylay belong to?
Oh, okay. What is that?
It is documented that young Maylay belongs to the 87 Kitchen Crips, who holds it down on 87th Street, 87th Place, along Hooper Avenue. However, this information is unfortunately wrong. You see, young Maylay belongs to the 97 East Coast Crips, which is confirmed by his next of kin, Sean Fontino, also known as Solo, who holds membership to the 118 East Coast Block Crips.
Damn.
Were y'all both in the same gang growing up?
Yeah, we from the same gang, but it's different streets. I was from 118th Street. He was from 97th Street, but it was called East Coast Crips.
But Maylay did grow up on 97th Street, being not too far from the Kitchen Crips, just a 20-minute walk between the two, in which Maylay grew up watching this bloody feud between the two gangs, and eventually he would become involved in the deadly feud.
But
back then,
boy get shot at.
You gotta remember, man, Maylay is an active, I don't know if Maylay's still banging, but Maylay was an active hothead. I'm talking about a hothead with the bullshit, a heavy stepper.
It's crazy.
Christopher Maylay Bellard was born on June 17, 1979, and witnessing the aftermath of the crack era, which started early as 1981. Just 3 years after Maylay's birth, basically living the same life as Franklin Saint from Snowfall. You see, the East Coast Crips were heavily involved in trafficking cocaine, especially in the 1990s and the early 2000s. This would also put them in a warlike state, causing conflict with the surrounding gangs, the Pablo Bishop Bloods, the Mad Swan Bloods, the Bebop Watts Bloods, the Brims, the Broadway Gangster Crips, the Mafia Crips, the Kitchen Crips, the Grape Street Crips, and number 9 being a Mexican street gang called Florencia 13, which kicked off into one of the biggest race wars between the two gangs, with many people alleging that the East Coast Crips robbed a member of Florencia 13 for a large amount of dope. However, there's no evidence to support this theory. Over the years, the two gangs battled over control for the drug trade, putting the 13-year-old Maylay in the middle of all this. So a 13-year-old Maylay was indeed busting on the Ballas in real life.
What the fuck?
Because if you didn't know, the Ballas are a fictional gang in San Andreas that grabs influence from the Grape Street Crips and the Bloods gang. And this can be confirmed by NPC dialogue referring to them as strawberries.
Ball sucker strawberries,
which is the color red to represent the Bloods, and the purple to represent the Grape Street Crips. But Maylay wasn't known for being just a respected gang member.
Okay.
He would also be known for his relationships with industry muggles, such as King T and DJ Pooh, both who hold affiliation to the Crips. DJ Pooh belonging to the Watergate Crips, while King T holds affiliation to the Nutty Block Crips.
Not officially a gang member, but let's just say I was just part of the family, you know, running around with guns, pulling guns on, you know, taking people's stuff and things like that. Just being a kid, but it was stupid.
During the 80s, gangster rap would emerge, showing the world the gritty streets of Los Angeles.
Our American agenda tonight,
oh my God.
Because of fear. Fear that what started out as music.
Play tic-tac-toe in that bitch. Look at that. You actually can though. Look at that shit. You can play tic-tac-toe in that shit. Damn, bro. Look at that hairline. Wee. Bitch ass nigga. Prinkly ass nose. Look at that nose.
Has turned into music that incites.
Not only was a bloody feud going on between the Bloods and Crips, but the LAPD as well.
Many of the titles suggest violence, sex, drug use, and profanity. In fact, I can't even say some of the names of the songs on television.
The group's name itself is controversial. Nigga with Attitude, known as NWA, has taunted law enforcement with its lyrics urging violence against police.
The relationship formed with King T and DJ Pooh opened the door for young Maylay, establishing a relationship even with the rap legend himself, Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
At 21 years old, a young Maylay had it all. His music career was finally taking off, making his first hit appearance on Killer Tate's Dog Tissel with the song #1 Hottest Coast, Killer Cali, in the year 2000. And just 2 years later, he appeared on Rodney O's and Joe Cooley's Summer Heat in 2002. And during this time, the Kitchen Crips were ending their beef with rivals. This included the East Coast Crips.
Chicken wings.
Not only did this end the Crip on Crip violence between the two gangs, but opened the door for opportunities for both sections.
And I look back at people I got tattooed on me when we were kids. They died at 16 and 17. I can't believe we were only, I'm a dad now, you know what I mean? So I can't believe we was only 15 and
crazy,
16.
bro. You a dad
doing
now.
grown man ass shit and actually having warfare like we in Vietnam somewhere. And having the pressure. I was calling my mom one time. I remember a time when you said, and this was early, I was in my 20s, and my mom calling her every day for like 2 weeks because it was so popping that I was thinking I wasn't gonna make it. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to tell her, hey, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I was like, hey mom, I love you. Hey, this, that, and the third, I love you. And I made a point to call her because we about to go outside. And we go outside, Straps is on the lap. And as soon as we see them, it's active on site.
Damn, buzz. Damn.
But once they both made peace, Young Dre the Truth from 87 Kitchen Crip and Young Maylay from 97 East Coast formed a rap clique between the two, calling themselves the Original Block Gangster Rider Clique, basically being a modern day nationwide rip rider.
That's good.
But what really launched his career was a phone call with DJ Pooh.
You don't got shit on his face.
Hey, what's up?
Which took place during 2002 or 2003. DJ Pooh just landed a job at Rockstar Games, working on a video game that would change the game space completely. The game's concept involved a kid from the streets of Los Santos, the fictional city based on Los Angeles. The main character of the game went by the name CJ, belonging to the Grove Street families, a street gang loosely based off the Crips. But what made this game so special is that it touched many topics within the gangland of LA, from rival gangs, racial politics, and losing loved ones due to gang violence, such as CJ's little brother, Little Brian, who would be struck down at the age of 10. And the game would even focus on crooked cops, having multiple references to the LA riots in 1992, which Maylay would experience firsthand.
It was violence, it was police cars, it was looting.
People were smashing and grabbing in South Central.
Making the game relatable to anyone who grew up in the streets. So best believe that this game hit home for many people. This game had to be perfect. Realism was DJ Pooh's main concern. So he picked up the phone, and guess who picked up?
Well, actually, DJ Pooh.
Oh, shout out DJ Pooh.
Yeah, he was in a meeting with Rockstar Games, and I had no idea. He had called me, and we was having a regular conversation.
What the hell?
You know what I mean?
I know you already got with the food.
He was in the meeting with them, and they heard me talking.
DJ Pooh hangs up, and let's just say, Rockstar fell in love with the realism, energy, and tone of young Maylay. So they invited him to the audition, in which young Maylay of course agreed and pulled up to the location. But once he arrived, he realized it was packed.
Yeah, but
my fault.
Over there, I'll pull up. It's a line.
It's packed. Why is he so red? Damn. Holy shit, that nigga's red.
A million of them.
After waiting hours on end, he eventually got in, and they would hand him a paper to read off. This would be the carjacking and menace to society. Maylay had the producers scared and amazed at the same time. This would land him a contract with Rockstar Games, signing an NDA and putting in crazy hours of voice work. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas blew up. Every kid in America had their hands on the game. But of course, this came with backlash from parents and the media.
Representatives that the Federal Trade Commission should investigate the publication of the video game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas to determine if the publisher intentionally deceived the Entertainment Software Ratings Board to avoid an adults-only rating.
They would be forced to make changes to the game. But this didn't stop the game from blowing up, surpassing every game released in 2005. He would eventually start his own independent label, Maylay Music, with his money from GTA San Andreas, and he would even drop a GTA themed mixtape titled San Andreas, the original.
I'm from Grove Street, keep a green rag on me. Los Santos OG, homie, I'm from Grove Street. Everybody know the name, and GROVE is the gang.
Sometime between 2006 and 2009, Maylay had a falling out with an employee at Rockstar, so he thought, but he wasted no time in responding back to Rockstar.
What you got going with him, I would love to see if you could get on the phone with, Sam, preferably Sam. I don't want to say anybody because Sam, you and Sam got a history. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm like this. To be honest, them motherfuckers ain't gotta never do shit for me again. The thing of it was this. I just feel a certain type of way. If I make $1 billion, if I make $1 million with a motherfucker, man, I'm gonna try to make sure they cool. When you try to convince somebody that they family, and then you treat them like
TJ, please come back. TJ, please come back.
Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Now, is it my fault for believing it? Yeah.
Well, I think. Now let me be the. I'm gonna correct you on that. You might say I'm wrong, but I think from when you was there, I think things have changed. Cause how long was you in communications with them after your game? For a little while. 4 years, right? 2 years. Yeah, so I think a lot of things have changed.
Though many fans assume that this was over a payment Maylay received, assuming he got ripped off and paid dirt cheap for his role as CJ, leaving many GTA YouTubers to cover the situation. But the truth is, this was all just a misunderstanding between Maylay and a fake employee. So it turns out that a troll wrote Maylay, calling him out his name, and the only reason Maylay believed him was due to the troll knowing personal information on the voice actor.
And he just snapped, and he went away when he don't have no animosity like that towards Rockstar. Yeah, he might feel a light way, but not like how people taking it. He just took it out of context, you know what I'm saying?
This impacted Maylay in a major way,
I see,
placing him on the do not hire list for Rockstar Games. But after all the conflict with Rockstar, he would be picked up and signed under Ice Cube's Lynch Mob Records in 2008.
Okay.
This would spark controversy when people assumed Young Maylay was signed to replace Mac 10 in the infamous West Coast Connection group, which Maylay responded saying this: "I would not say no shit like that. I would be out my lane to speak on that situation. That's the West Coast Connection, and I'm from the East Side.
Am I tripping?
I am not from the West Side, nothing."
Some reading you're trying to sound like him, bro. I'm just tripping.
Ice Cube and Maylay's relationship was strong, long before the rap game. Ice Cube even considered him a veteran in and out of the booth. Ice Cube grew up in the neighborhood of the 111 neighborhood Crips, so his relationship with surrounding Crips was A-okay, which is likely how he met Maylay and Solo. But over a situation in 1995, some drama would have...
Oh my god, no. Oh, no. Got this again. No. Why is it my internet blows, people? Look at me. Look me in my eyes. My internet sucks. I don't like that's why I cannot stream. I can't stream. Can't do anything, bro. Like, what do I do? Is that 2? And it's still not working, bro. Like, what? Well, now what, man? Now what do I do?
Rub between Solo, Ice Cube,
Yay.
and affiliates of the two.
Yay.
This could have affected Maylay's career pretty bad, because if the 1995 beef would have gone another way, who knows what would have happened.
Maybe.
During the making of the movie Friday, Ice Cube was looking for soundtracks for the movie, and he stumbled...
No. Friday. Friday's a great movie. Talk to him. Man, love that movie. Great movie.
During the making of the movie Friday, Ice Cube was looking for soundtracks for the movie, and he stumbled...
It's not gonna work. Oh my god, guys. I tried so hard, and then this happens, bro. Why? What have I done to deserve this? Deserve all of this? I just want to make it. I want to make it on YouTube, please. Please like and subscribe, please. Please, bro.
During the making of the movie Friday,
it's not gonna work.
Ice Cube was looking...
I don't care. I don't care what Ice Cube was doing anymore. I just want to finish the video. Please. What is going on? The internet is still on, and you telling me? Well, guys, looks like we gotta take a gentle intermission. I guess so. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way my internet is this bad, bro. I didn't even spell Instagram right. I'm cooked, bro. I'm cooked. Cooked, bro. Cooked. Let me in.
Smoke it up.
Oh, you want to come out now?
I really liked the vibe of the track, but it didn't really fit the feel he was going for.
Played him a song called "Throw Your Set in the Air," and he's like, "Oh, that's banging. That shit is banging. Can I get that for the movie instead?"
But unfortunately, they would say no, turning into a complete shit show between Cypress Hill, Cube, and Solo.
Oh no.
He says, "Hey man, did you give Cube the song from your record for the Friday thing?" Like, yeah, the Get High song, yeah, we gave that up already. Why? No, the Throw Your Set in the Air thing. I said, no, we didn't give him that. He goes, well, you know, that shit is in his chorus in his song. So we're like, nah, you're crazy.
But Solo would catch Ice Cube at a stoplight. That's when Solo approached him. And even though Cube stood 10 toes down, Solo whooped the complete dog shit out of him.
Knocked him down, knocked him out, woke him back up, whooped on his ass. Somehow his chain fell in my hand. I don't know how it got in my hand, but it fell in my hand. Then all of a sudden his Rolex started jumping off and coming into my hand. I don't know how that happened.
I guess Solo knocked out Cube and took his West Side Connection chain
on and hold it all up into the crowd.
Damn, he got fucked up.
Crowd go crazy. They go bananas off of it.
And we're like, well, shit, let's take pictures with it.
And even though the feud happened between 1995 through 1996, this could have prevented Maylay from ever being signed under Ice Cube. And if you're wondering whatever happened to Maylay, well, unlike CJ, he remained in his hood, stacking up the money he earned from the game and remaining loyal to the East Coast Crips.
He just was, shit, you know, pay me my money, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, but I'm gonna go back to the hood. And that's what he did, you know. He got his bread, did his little shit. He went back to who he was, you know what I'm saying? He never changed. He kept it the same, and that's what's so genuine about him is he never acted like he did like something bigger than somebody, or he tried to act like he was bigger than the next person.
Holding similar values as Grove Street's leader, Sean Johnson.
We got a stake in the casino. We got some insane shit in Fierro. We get into the rap game. Hey, man, let me get you some new clothes. Come on. New
clothes? Nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit?
What you mean, man? What's mine is yours, and you know that.
You never did get it, did you, Carl? I need to go check on things in the hood. Man, that's the problem. You always a perpetrator, running from what's real.
Maylay spent years working hard to get out the shadows of Carl Johnson. Though the comments spammed across his social media loved to remind him of the role he once played, he would eventually learn to accept it and embrace it.
But it got me tighter and tighter and tighter to where I developed into the artist that I am right now.
But if you want early access to merch, music, and content, I recommend joining my Buy Me a Coffee. Here I'll be dropping the album Bangin' a Wax Families and Ballers Edition, which will feature several real-life rappers playing fictional characters within the GTA world.
Wait, really?
Dissing and mentioning the hoods of San Andreas. So if you bang GSF, KTB, or any other faction of the two, this tape is for you. Join now and get your name even mentioned at the end of the video for just $5 to $10 a month on buymeacoffee.com/LS Central. But that being said, thank you for watching and get ready for the next video. This is your boy, LS Central.
Can I
check in?
Thank you. Disabled by owner. Wow, bro. Fire story though. Fire story. Yep. Oh, look at me, bro. Like, dang. That was a good story. Shit was out there. He did his thing, then he just went back home, bro. He said, you know what? I'm gonna just do this real quick. Then I'm gonna go take my ass right back to my house, stack out my money, and live out the rest of my days. Okay. I'm trying to do that. Look at this one I love. Hopefully they'll let me black. I'm lonely. Yeah. So yeah. Until next time, my boys. Bye.